The Titans offense heading out here in the big one, the Super Bowl. And the focus of the offense all season long has been this man, their star wideout.
Well, he's no different than any receiver we've ever talked to or met. They all think that they're open on every play. But in this matchup, his team does feel like he has an advantage. So expect him to see the ball just a little bit more in this game.
Throwing the slant pattern here complete. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled
Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens.
Well, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick-6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Okay, right?
Love back to it here after the pick-6. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
50, green.
Working out of the gun. Love. For Kidder here, it's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. From the 46, here's 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. 3 catches for him now in this first quarter of the Super Bowl. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you go the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and
10. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Here we go. 30, ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick-6. Back to throw. Love. And it's caught. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here, set.
Looking to throw. Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Now the Packers get set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at the 48.
Back to throw now on first down. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Ready, set.
Operating from the gun. Love. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we set.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Come on, set.
15-yard line.
Black 40. Ready?
Back to throw. Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Operating from the gun. Love. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's third and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catches. Hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a first and 10.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Love. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Come on, set. Black 95. Ready.
They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the 48-yard line, here's second and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow 43. Ready.
Looking to throw. Love. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Let's go now. Red, start set.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Set. Set.
Back to throw. Love. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Set. Hut. Hut.
Looking to throw. Love. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive. Love. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. So halftime now here on Sunday night prime time. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Throwing to start the drive. Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
That's ready.
Operating from the gun. Love. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down, and he's also over 190 receiving yards now. What a game.
At the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Love. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau. And the Titans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
At the 16-yard line.
Looking to throw. Love. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back to throw. Love. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Green Bay offense ready to take over. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters gone by. Don't leave your seats now, folks. The 4th and final quarter of the Super Bowl is up next. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. McKinnon here, it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
To throw now, here's Love. That's a Packers touchdown. A great play there with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Now Love. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Love. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Love. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Down.
Back to throw. Love. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 10 yards out. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast, where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it?
So here's Love and the Packers. Down by 6. A little under 2.5 to go. A touchdown could win the Super Bowl as they've got a 1st down.
Here we cut.
Throwing to start the drive. Love. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after a short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he whips that one incomplete there. What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here. Here's Love. He'll get this complete to Matthew Golden. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Love looking to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Come on, ready?
Love. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Now Love. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete.
Dragon pushing helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
That is caught inside the 5. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Love. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it with a field goal, elect to go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was and as dramatic an ending as we had, the post-game press conference is going to be key because they're going to be asking Coach, why not a field goal attempt there? You got an opportunity to win it right there with your guy, and instead you run another play.
Yeah, we might need to stop by that press conference on our way out the back door here.
Yeah, just slow down the plane for us, all right? We got to get an answer before we go.
So the Lombardi